Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle one of the most common and, let's be honest, frustrating roadblocks in web automation, the iframe. You know that feeling, right? You've stared at your screen, wondering why your script just can't find an element that is clearly right there. Well, if that sounds familiar, you are absolutely in the right place. So, you've written the perfect locator. You've double-checked your XPath, your CSS selector is totally flawless, and you can literally see the button on the page. But you run your script, and it just fails. So what is going on? Why can't it find it? And then, bam, you get this dreaded error, no such element exception. We've all been there. This is the classic signature of a very, very specific problem. And here's the thing. It's not that your locator is wrong. It's that your script is looking in the wrong place entirely. The element is basically hidden in plain sight. So what's the real culprit behind this whole automation mystery? Well, it's a tiny but super powerful piece of HTML called an iframe. Let's just break down what that is, and more importantly, why it's been causing you so much grief. Okay, the easiest way to think about an iframe is like this. It's a window into another world. Seriously, it's a complete web page embedded inside another web page. So you've got your main page, and right there in the middle of it is a separate, self-contained little web page just living inside its own frame. Now, when your WebDriver first loads up a page, its focus is locked onto that main parent document. That's all it sees. It can only interact with the HTML and all the elements that are living directly on that main page. But see, the button you're trying to click, it isn't in that parent document. It's inside the iframe, which, to the WebDriver, is a completely separate context. It's kind of like trying to find a book in your house by only searching the living room, when the book is actually upstairs in the bedroom. You're just in the wrong room. So how can you be sure you're dealing with an iframe? It's actually really simple. Just go to the web page, right-click near the element that's giving you trouble, and hit Inspect. Then in the Developer Tools, just do a quick search, Control F or Command F, for the iframe tag. If it pops up, congratulations, you found your culprit. All right, so we've diagnosed the problem. Now, how do we fix it? Well, the key, the magic wand here, is a single, powerful command in Selenium WebDriver. Switch to. And if you look at the official docs, the switch to method does exactly what it sounds like. It tells the WebDriver to shift its focus. You're literally telling your driver, hey, stop looking at the main page. From this point on, I want you to send all my commands inside this specific frame instead. Now, to actually do this, Selenium gives us 3 different ways to target the right frame. So let's check out the playbook so you know exactly which tool to use and when. So this slide here, this is your whole toolkit. First, you can switch by index. Super simple. 0 is the first frame on the page, 1 is the second, and so on. Second, you can switch by name or ID. And honestly, this is the best practice. If the developers gave that iframe a unique name or an ID, use it. It's much more stable. And your third option is to find the iframe as a web element first, and then just pass that element directly to the switch command. So yeah, you've got 3 solid options for any situation you're going to run into. Okay, so let's go back to our original problem for a second. This is the code that failed, right? A totally normal direct command to find an element and click it, which just gave us that no such element exception. And here is the fix. Look how simple this is. We just add 1 line of code before our action. We tell the driver to switch to .frame0, and just like that, the exact same find element command works perfectly. The context is now correct, and WebDriver knows where to look. But hold on, you're not done yet. After you click that button, your job isn't over. This is the part that almost everyone forgets at first. Your WebDriver's focus is now stuck inside that frame. You have to tell it how to get out. This is such a massive gotcha for so many people. If you try to interact with another element back on the main page without switching your focus back, guess what? You're going to get the exact same no such element exception all over again. It's the same problem, just in reverse. So, your escape key here is the parent frame command. You use it with switch to just like you did before, and it immediately pops the WebDriver's focus 1 level up right back to the main document. So let's just put it all together into a simple 4-step playbook. This is all you need to remember. 1, identify the frame in the HTML. 2, switch in using one of those 3 methods. 3, interact. Do what you need to do, click the buttons, fill out the forms. And 4, and this is crucial, switch out to get control of the main page again. Identify, switch in, interact, switch out. That's the whole game. And there you have it. The iframe totally demystified. See, it's not a bug, it's not a weird glitch, it's just a different context. Now that you have the playbook, that no such element exception isn't a blocker anymore. It's just a signpost telling you, hey, it's time to switch. So the only question left is, what automation challenge that are you going to solve next?